The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Gun!
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll get this underneath to Madison. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw it is Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Bring the energy.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On play action, Cousins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Gun!
They'll go Madison up the middle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Come on now, let's go. Hey, Lou. Wait up.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. To the 22-yard line. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by London. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. Wentz. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. And we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And when you've got the 31st ranked rush offense in the NFL, you're going to see a few of these negative plays.
Yeah, and I don't want to be snarky about the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've seen a bunch of those this season.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Wait up.
2nd down, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne. 38 yards, and the Vikings have retaken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10.
Lefty, lefty. Hey, on the side, solid, solid.
Throw left side, there's London. Touchdown, Falcons! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have moved on in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. Now back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
No. What's that?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Wentz. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. A give left side to Robinson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Wentz. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, Clipper.
Another carry now for Madison. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Down and man inside, down and man.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Wentz. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. That's out quickly to London. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
or this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Cousins now from the 50. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 50 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Falcons 38, Vikings 24.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. On the counter, this is Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who